Hi guys, and welcome to the channel, and welcome to build update number 3 of the leopard, the leopard, okay, the Canadian leopard, the leopard 2A, 2A, is it? Yeah, the A6M, yep, totally lost it there for a second, brain went dead. Brain fart is, I've been calling them, get them every now and then. Brain just goes dead, you're thinking of something else, and what you're about to say then goes out the bloody window. But anyway, it's the Leopard A2M, Leopard 2 A6M Canadian, okay, from Hobby Boss. And so far we've got the lower hull done, okay, we've got it made, painted, and the start of the weathering done on it as well, and I'm happy with how everything went together there. Those tracks look freaking brilliant, they really do. Pat myself in the back for that one. Isn't that great? Give myself compliments and everything. So anyway, we have to continue on now with the upper hull. Okay. I'm already after making a start on it. If you remember, it was part of the earlier steps. We had to drill some holes. But since then, I'm after fitting, had to cut off a few pieces, believe it or not. I've had to fit a few more then. So we'll get onto the bench actually. It's much easier to explain to when I'm showing it to you rather than sort of looking down at something and talking away blindly. So we'll get onto the bench and we'll have a look at what I'm talking about. Okay, so we're here at the bench. As you can see. So I was saying about cutting pieces off. Yes, I had to cut pieces off. Okay, I'm trying to wiggle around there trying to get a pointy stick. Here we go. Should have been prepared earlier, but you know me, I'm never prepared. Okay, it has us here, right? You can see those there. There's 3 little protrusions, you got to remove one of them. Same with the other side, just 3 and remove one of them, the outside one. Okay, now believe it or not, they come off pretty easy. Use of a bit of a scalpel and a quick bit of sanding afterwards. Just kind of clean it up a little bit. Okay, and as you can see, nicely removed. Love a little bit of cleaning up on that little bit there, and should be lovely. Okay, so they're removed now. Also, we added a piece here at the back and 2 what would you call them? Sort of fenders? Would you call them fenders? Can we call them fenders? Okay, 2 fenders there. This piece here at the back, like I said, commander's hatch and a little swivel for the commander's hatch. Very interesting the way the hatch is open in these things. They don't slide all around like that, they slide over and back. Very nice. Okay. Now you can do it that way if you're in the interior, but obviously we don't have an interior, so I closed it. Also up here then it has you that shows you sticking in the little clear pieces. Okay, they're on a square of clear plastic, and you just kind of cut them out a little bit better than what they're marked out as, and you pop them in there. Now I don't like them personally. I think they're very I don't know, a bit nasty. We call it nasty. But what I'm going to do actually is, once the whole thing is painted and everything else, I'm going to go in with some of the glue and glaze. Okay, it's a great little product. Okay, it's basically white glue, but it's just much better for glazing. And you just put a little bit on, say, a little stick like this, play around there and just drag it across, leave it, and it will form a nice little clear piece then when it dries, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It really is. It looks very, very nice. So glue and glaze, another little tip for you, and I'll show you when I'm doing it. And here then is the rear piece. You have to pop a few holes in that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 little holes. Okay, so that's as far as I've gotten anyway with step 2, or the third build update. So there we are now on to step 8, and it looks pretty busy. We're fitting the back piece, we're fitting 2 side pieces, well 3 side pieces because one of them is in 2 pieces. Okay, we're also fitting, right, so I should have looked at what I was doing rather than think. Right, we're fitting the back piece, fitting the 3 side pieces. Okay, we've also got here a couple of mountings there for the this ammo type stuff. Okay, some towing type hookies and sort of armor shields there around the driver's sliding hatch. Okay, so a couple of pieces to go on there. We'll get them done. We'll go on to this piece next, so don't worry about this piece. We're starting on this one, and we just sort of we'll keep going the way we're going, and that is, and let it build itself. Let it build itself like an old jigsaw. If you put it down, nothing will happen. You have to do it yourself, John. I'll see you in a few minutes. I'll get that done and get back to you. Okay, so I'm after getting step 9 done now. Right, I'm after adding on the side skirts. Here we are. Give me pointy stick. Pointy stick. Lovely. Okay, after adding on the side skirts, whatever this yoke up here is at the back, I also put in the lights. Okay, so this was done in that step. In this step, as you see, I have it marked in orange, and I have also a little orange mark up there at the top. That indicates that I got to something I got to do later on, so I can see it at a glance. Okay. So obviously, like I said earlier, I'm not going to put on the wing mirrors, because I have a habit of breaking them off. Okay. I attach the top to the bottom, and I put in the photo-etch grill covers. Right, so you have a look at that. Right, so there's top nicely attached. No problems in that. Everything went in nice and smoothly. Okay, beautiful fit there at the back, as you can see, right? And everything looks perfect. Really does. Lovely fit. There's that whatever that thing is at the back. Okay, that's fitted, and the 2 grill covers. Okay, photo-etch grill covers, and it gives you a little bit of white sneaking through. Is super glue, super cool. Yes, sorry. I had to use an extra little bit. It kept coming off, so I had to kind of go a little bit heavier with the super glue, because there isn't really contact space. There isn't very much of it. Okay, or should I say there wasn't very much of it. Okay, so what we've got left to do anyway for the upper hull, we've got to make ourselves a tow rope. Now, I tried to get some hands on some wire today, but unfortunately, due to fucking lockdown, any of the shops that I'd normally say go to get this kind of stuff, they're closed because it's not considered essential. So I decided not to add these. Okay, remember I was going to add all these things to the side to make it kind of, you know, so you gotta kind of cut a few steps, but I decided against that. I said I'll do it the whole lot when I'm doing the slat armor. Okay, so I have to skip there. There's nothing I can do at any of those steps. Right, same here. That's all slat armor work, and then we're into the turret. So basically, what they're really saying is that the hull is a completed piece, all nicely done. Okay, so then we're on to the turret. So we're going to leave the turret for a new build update. So like I said, I'll have to get back to you on the tow ropes, because there are 2 of them. Not exactly superly impressed, due to the fact that you know, I did intend getting the tow ropes today. I went into town and all. Yes, got into town with the bus, and walked around town and had to come home empty-handed, but it's not too bad. I grabbed a cup of coffee and a donut, so it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad at all. So anyway, lads, that's it for this update. Don't forget to stick around to the channel, all you hobby modelers and beginners out there, because this is really what the channel is kind of aimed towards. It's not really aimed towards people who are been building for many years and been really exceptional, unless they want to, you know, watch the entertainment side of it, because I'm told it can be slightly entertaining sometimes. Usually by people that you don't want. They're the kind of comments you don't want them coming out from, you know, when you're supposed to be serious, and they're a bit entertaining there. No. So anyway, lads, like I said, that's it for this update. Stay tuned and we'll get the turret all done, and then we can start painting on the vehicle, and then it's on to the slat armour, the slattery dattery armour. Okay, so thanks very much, lads. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, but you'll be notified then as soon as I do upload the next update. And in the meantime, just stay nice to one another, stay safe out there, and I will see you very soon. Okay, so I'm after getting those done. I'm just after finishing off those, so I'll just get them marked off now before we have a chat. Okay, quite simple. It wasn't really anything awkward or hard, shall we say. I just want to kind of double check on those. It just seems to say cut remove on those, and I just spotted there. I just said, oh, there's nothing there, but I just spotted it there. It's like a little kind of a channel to be kind of cut out of it. See it there? I think that's what they're referring to here, because that would be in the right spot, exactly the right spot actually, for those three little things there on the inside. We just turn this up this way, right? There's that piece there. Okay, and oops, there we go. Here it says cut remove. I'm holding this at a really horrible angle. Sorry, lads. There you go, a bit easier. See, cut remove. Slice them out, and there they are. There, you see. So that's where they are. They're those three little things. Now, do I cut down to the shadow? Right down to the end of the plate, should I say? What I will do is, before I actually fit them, I will look further on in the instructions and see exactly, you know, what fits into that, and will it need the full space, or is it just a little nick. Also finished off the top deck. Now I can take off them. They're only on there just kind of securing this this armor plate here. Okay, the sort of the applique armor. And that's what we're after getting done in this. We're after getting the starts of the side skirts on, well, the sides of the upper hull on, the main sides, not the actual skirts. A couple of vision bits and pieces. This MO, or not forget MO, that explosive reactive armor, I think, or could be chopping armor, I don't know. And we've got some tools. Okay, we have saw, a couple of shovels, tanker's bar, and then we were down to the two side skirts. Then you got to sort of drill holes along here. Okay, same on the other one, and like I said, those little slots to be removed. Okay, so that's step 8. So we're on now to step 9. And in step 9 we are fitting our side skirts. Okay. Oh yeah, you have an option of side skirts, whether you want to use the slat armor or not. Okay, so it basically gives you different front pieces. That's all it is really. It just gives you different little front pieces to put on. So all we're doing next is we're attaching them on. Basically, we're putting on the side skirts. We've also got another bit of a tool there, and we've got some light fixtures then to go into those slots there. We're fitting our PE onto the engine air intakes, and it's telling us here to fit the mirrors, which I'm not going to do. Don't get me caught with that. They'll end up getting broken off, and it can be guaranteed that they will be one of the last fitting things to go on. Believe me, the very, very last things to go on. The amount of mirrors I've broken off kits, I don't think I have a single kit with a mirror left intact, and that's from adding them on too early. And I always get kind of caught up and saying, okay, I'll stick them on, I'll be careful. I'm not careful at all, am I? No, absolutely, definitely not careful. So, excuse me, a little bit of a cough, not COVID. I'll get those couple of bits fitted, and we'll come back and we'll have a look at it again then, and we'll be in then to step 10, where we've got, it's telling us here to start fitting the slat armour, which we're not going to do, remember like that. Remember what I said, I'm not going fitting the slat armour. As to whether I'll fit the, all the fixings for it. Now it will look awkward in the painting with all these little extra spines sticking out, but I know what they're for. I'm just wondering, would it be just as easy now to get them all fitted now onto the sides, or do I leave it till later on? That's something I'll have to decide, and read a bit more on it, okay? As in look down through the instructions, things like that. Is the points for these clearly marked and things like that? If it's clearly marked and you can put them into good, well-defined positions, then there's no harm in actually fitting them early. Just makes the whole slat armour easy enough then, and I mean those little bits then they get covered in the green and the brown and the black, but they can be painted back to the tan colour then for the actual colour for the slats. So I'll get them done. Like I said, I'll come back then, we'll have a look and we'll see how things are going from there.